The city of Miami valued shade from non-native trees over the planting of native bald cypress trees.
So like, you need to replace this many square feet of shade trees. And I put in a bunch of cypress, and like, oh, cypress aren't shade trees. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm on the canal that would have been cypress.
Would like to do a dramatic reading of your municipal warning, if you don't.
I'm happy to do it.
Failure to comply with this notice within 30 days, Florida law authorizes the district to recover a civil penalty of up to $10,000 per day.
And I had to convince them, and I got a council member, and now you can get credit for cypress being shade trees if you're close to water only.
Because of your advocacy of what you did on your property.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we have work to do here in changing the entire culture. You have policies in place that are working against beneficial things that you're trying to do.
That's right. So this will reduce erosion, so it saves them money. Down there in that corner, they had to put in a seawall for millions of dollars. And if you just plant cypress, you don't need a seawall. You don't get the erosion, and it strengthens the banks.
Right.
This is why we have the Department of Unauthorized Forestry.
So that's what we have to change, is get that mentality up top.
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of native in your back. Let's go check it out, right?
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
A couple years ago, I got motivated to finally restore the backyard. So we had a huge stand of invasive Bischoffia trees that's really harmful for the environment. So we ripped them all out, and over the span of a couple of months, built a berm here to have pine rockland plants elevated in a ridge. It manages floodwater away from the house and helps conduct it down into the aquifer instead of flushing it out to the bay. It's really filled in. There's a trail behind where my kids love to play in, and we have butterflies all day long.
What we're talking about now is eco zones. So you got pine rockland, which is the kind of drier, more arid microsites with a different plant community versus what might be on the water.
That's right.
Right?
Charlie envisions his new front yard as a collection of microsites, each home to plants that evolved in these specific types of habitat. Whether in full sun out where there's now open lawn, or down by the water in the shade of native palms and cypress.
Anyone who's worried about flooding, especially here in low-lying Florida, and has king tides now, which is sea level rise, plant some cypress trees, they'll suck up all the water. But to be a good citizen, you want to keep the water on property, you want to put it in your trees, and you want it to go down into the aquifer.
They're essentially redwoods of the Southeast.